Hello everyone, here Dr. Zahid Ansari, Professor of Computer Science Engineering. In this video, we'll discuss a simple swing application with example. Our simple swing application, it uses two swing components. One is the J-frame and a J-label. J-frame is the top level container that is commonly used for the swing applications. J-label is the swing component that creates a label, which is a component that displays the information. So, our program will use the J-frame container, right? The output is shown over here. This is the J-frame container. This container will have a rectangular window over here with a title bar with minimize, maximize and close buttons, a system menu, right? If we maximize, then restore button will appear over here. So this is the J-frame container, right? This J-frame container, it will hold the instance of J-label. Here is the label over here, on which will display certain text. Here swing means powerful GUIs. The title we give to the J-frame window is a simple swing application. Okay. Now we'll see the code of it, how to do it. Okay. So we go to the code. Okay. In order to work with the swing controls, we first import javax.swing.star. Okay. We create our swing demo class swing demo, and in the constructor of this class we create our GUI. So we want to create a frame, and inside the frame we want to add a label. Okay. So we first create a new J-frame container. So for this, we are calling new J-frame. Okay. And we are passing the title of the J-frame as a parameter. So we want the title to be a simple swing application. Okay. So this will create a J-frame object reference. We give the name JFRM, right? So this will create a container called JFRM that will define the rectangle window, and that window will be complete. It will have the title bar, it will have close, minimize, maximize, restore buttons and a system menu, right? So this will be our top level window. Now after this, inside this frame, we can set the size of this frame. So for that we are calling the method setSize on the J-frame object reference. Okay. So basically J-frame, this inherits this method from the AWT class component setSize, and in this we are providing the size. So the first parameter is the width and the second parameter is the height. Both are expressed in pixels. So width is 275 pixels and height is 100 pixels. Okay. So we have created the frame, then we have set its size. Okay. After that, if we click on the close button, then by default the behavior is this, that the program is not closed. But if we want that when we click on the close box, at that time the program should also be closed, then for that we need to call the set default close operation method of the J-frame, which J-frame inherits from the component. Okay. So, and we are passing as a parameter J-frame dot exit on close. So depending on what kind of behavior we want, we can pass this. So if we want to do nothing when the user presses on close, we can have do nothing on close. If you want to dispose on close. If you want to hide on close, right? But here we want that if the top level window is closed, then we want the application also to be closed. That's why we are passing jframe.exit on close. Okay. Now we want to create the label which we want to put inside our jframe. So we are calling the jlabel constructor, new jlabel, and whatever text we want to display on the label that we are providing over here, we are giving the text swing means powerful GUI. Okay. So we are creating a jlabel and that is being stored in the object reference. Here jlab is there. Okay. So once the label is created and the top level JFrame is created, we want to add this label to the content pan of the JFrame. So in order to add the label to the content pan of the JFrame, we have to call the method add on the JFrame reference. So we are calling the method add of the JFrame reference and we are passing the label reference as the parameter. So this will store the label inside the frame. Okay. And finally, in the constructor, we have to make sure that our frame is visible. So we are calling the method set visible to true. The default behavior is that the frame is not visible. So if you want the frame to be visible, we have to explicitly call this method set visible with the parameter true. Okay. So the whole our GUI functionality, the creation of the frame and label, everything we have put inside the constructor. Now we are writing the main method. Inside the main method, we are creating our swing demo object. So we are creating our swing demo object over here by calling new swing demo. But make a note that we are not directly calling new swing demo inside the main over here. See, inside the main thread is running. But swing, in order to avoid the problems like deadlock, all the GUI components in swing must be created and updated in the event dispatching thread and not in the main thread. So we have to create this swing demo inside the event dispatching thread. How to do that? For that, Java provides swing utilities. And we have to call one of the two methods for this purpose, invoke later or invoke and wait. Okay. So we call invoke later over here to create the invoke dispatching thread. In this, we create an instance of the runnable and in that we provide a run method. This is the method which the event dispatching thread will execute. And inside this run method, we create our GUI by calling the constructor of the swing demo. Okay. So this way, the event dispatching thread is invoked and in that we create this. Okay. Now we'll run it. So I'm running it. Okay. So it created our window over here. Okay. Look here, we have the window. Okay, I'll maximize it. Okay, so we have the window over here, right? It has a title bar, a simple swing application. It has minimize button. It has restore button. It has this close button. It has a system menu. If I click to it, okay, I can resize it. Okay, right? I can. Okay, I'll maximize it, right? And we have a label on it. Swing means the powerful GUI. Okay, so with this simple code, we could basically, yeah, we can move it. We can maybe resize it. Okay, yeah. So with this simple code, we are able to create a simple swing application. Okay, this finishes our demonstration.